too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me, with Tava. No places too far to go. New places, new faces, yeah, new zip codes. New money, NFTs and plus crypto. Don't need cash no more. Digital currency on me. Overseas we back and forth. Round trips all aboard, baby. There's room at the top. We'll save a spot for you. Can't no one limit us, so you should come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me. With Tava, no places too far to go.
All right, welcome. Man, the music was kind of jumping, so I don't know if it was my internet service or is it the Tava line. So somebody put in the text if I'm good. Can you hear me? Because my music was jumping. I'm like, so I assume I'm good. So, all right, so welcome to Thursday night, Tava Travel Worldwide, TavaTravelWorldwide.com. And every Tuesday and Thursday night we're here. We're live. We're doing a travel presentation. Make sure you text everybody to get everybody on tonight because it's not going to be long. I mean, we're the company with the 30-minute presentation. So we jump right into it and get it done. All right. So it's my honor and a privilege tonight to introduce the speaker for tonight. His name is Mr. James Pruitt. He's a guy that's dedicated to travel, been doing travel for quite a while, have made 7 figures annually in travel. He and his wife knows everything about it. They came from corporate America and kind of stumbled into travel, but it was the thing that they really wanted to do once they found out about it. And I can tell you can just listen to him tonight and you'll hear that expert that's in him when it comes to travel, and this guy just loves it. So I'm gonna let him tell you his story. We're gonna bring him up right now, and I'll be back at the end of the presentation. So the floor is yours, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Fleming. I appreciate that warm introduction, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you wherever in the world you are seeing this broadcast. We are delighted that you are here joining us today. And I personally am very, very excited about the information that you're going to be hearing right now, because I really believe that what you're going to hear right now truly is a world premiere. So I want to welcome all of the associates, business partners, business executives that are on the line. If somebody invited you to see this information tonight, folks, let me tell you, that means that you are a VIP guest. We want to take our hats off and welcome all of our VIP guests who are here for this broadcast at the moment. What I'd like for you to do is grab a pen and paper, just so you may want to jot down a thing or two with the information that you're going to be hearing this evening. And I just wanted to say to you folks that it's pretty exciting what I'm going to share with you, because let me just say this. We've all been through some very interesting times over the last 2 years. I mean, it's affected the entire globe, what we've been through with this pandemic. But let me tell you something, folks, when people go through something like that, that's emotionally draining, we've lost loved ones, we've been through just a lot. At the end of that, when things begin to relax, what do people want to do? Folks, they want to get away. And because of that, folks, I think it really presents an entire industry going through a market shift that you can capture at the right place at the right time. Now, before I begin and go any further, what I'd like to do is just pause for about 30 seconds or so and just give you a little bit of a snapshot about my personal and professional background. Like many of you, we were working hard in corporate America, my wife and I, and after the birth of our 2 children, we just didn't have the time that we were looking for to spend it as a family, and we wanted to find something that we could do from home that would generate an additional stream of income, money coming to us while we were from home. In addition to that, folks, we know that we love to go on vacations. We love to travel. It's something we look forward to all year. And when someone told my wife about a way that we could travel and go on vacation, not pay what everybody else paid, and even have a way to earn income doing so, well, that was pretty exciting. Even though we didn't have any experience at the time, once we came aboard, we had great coaches and teachers and mentors like you'll find here, literally grab you by the hand and walk you step by step towards your goals. Folks, let me tell you, from getting checks with a comma in it to being able to retire and work from home full time, which is really, really nice, or being able to turn a six-figure annual income into a six-figure monthly income. But more important, we were able to help tens of thousands their lifestyle and completely change their financial landscape. The reason some of you all have been invited here today is to give you that very, very same opportunity. So what I'd like to do is share some slides with you today and have you just take a look at the overview that I'm going to be sharing with you. But before I do that, let me just ask you something if I could. I want you just to take a moment, if you would, and think about where would you like to go if you could get away and go on a vacation this year. Where would you like to go? Well, better yet, if you could take a dream vacation, didn't have to worry about the cost or what it would take or time off, where would you go on a dream vacation? What does a dream vacation look like for you? Could it be going to Hawaii for a couple of weeks with your family and just enjoying everything that there is to enjoy, or maybe getting a private villa there in Jamaica and being able to experience that? Or would you like to grab the grandkids and go to some place like Disney and being able to enjoy that, or perhaps grab that someone special and do a quick romantic getaway to a private island? You see, wherever you thought about in imagining that dream vacation, I bet you a smile creeped across your face just imagining that, thinking about that. Do you know this taking a vacation once a year improves your marriage 53%? Do you know that people that take one vacation a year live longer than those that don't? You know, taking vacations once a year, people are healthier and happier for doing so. Folks, taking a vacation, unplugging and getting away and escaping to where you want. There's something therapeutic, there's something spiritual, something magical about doing so. If what I'm saying appeals to you at all, I want you to think about this, because we've been here before, and I want to kind of paint a picture of how the past can predict the future. You see, back when 9/11 hit, everything in travel contracted, didn't go anywhere. But as things eased up, there was a huge travel explosion, folks, and that created a market shift. And we were in the right place at the right time, which you can do tonight. And folks, that allowed us to really create a fortune and help a lot of other people do the same thing. So we see the same contraction and the same market shift happening right now coming out this pandemic. Do you realize that travel bookings are up 600%? All of those anniversaries and honeymoons and quick getaways and family reunions and vacations, all of those things people are booking now. That explosion's happening now. You want to make sure you position yourself in front of that type of explosion. Let me just kind of walk you through the evolution of how we got to the world premiere that you're going to see tonight. See, once upon a time, travel was being booked by travel agents. Then it shifted to being booked by referring travel agents from home. This allowed people to go online and book their travel. When they were successful at it, they received a card. And this card allowed people to travel at rates that other people couldn't travel at. See, it was really good being able to travel as an insider at special rates. Well, and over time, more and more people stop caring about, next slide, booking for other people, and they start caring more and more about being able to travel at a discount, paying less than other people when they did travel. I mean, why pay retail when you can pay wholesale? So that laid ground platform. I mean, that laid the groundwork for the wholesale platform. And let me explain what that means, folks. You see, when most people book their travel right now, what they do is they go to those highly advertised websites that they see on television, and they begin their search. They're searching here and there, searching and searching and searching for the lowest price. But they don't realize they're searching around in the retail arena. What I mean by that is those companies buy the travel resorts and hotels. They add their retail markup to that, and they post them on those sites that everybody goes searching and searching, that are all owned by the same people. So The wholesale platform allows you to book it at the real price and not pay that retail markup. That's genius. But in order to do so, that gave way to the next evolution of travel, which was the subscription model. This meant in order to get access to those incredible prices, folks, that you had to pay a big fee to join. That's right, $200 to $500 or more. And then you got access to those travel savings, which were very good, hundreds, even thousands of dollars of discount. But then you had to pay every single month to maintain access to that kind of booking. Now, keep in mind, this was good for a while. And then people start doing the math and presented a challenge next. And what came up then is when people start saying, wait a minute now, I've been paying for 4 or 5 months, 3 or 4 months, and I haven't gone anywhere. Why am I paying this fee? Well, if I pay that fee every month for a year, plus what it costs me to join, is the savings really worth it? Well, I want to present to you an idea that's a world premiere that you have an opportunity to secure tonight. Folks, what if you could just secure your savings? What if you can decide how much savings that you want to have? You can just secure it. No big startup costs at all, and no monthly fee to accomplish this, folks. I want to say that again. No startup fee and no monthly fee to secure the savings. You just decide how much savings you want. So here's how that works. This is what we're presenting to you tonight. Folks, first of all, let me just make sure you understand what we're talking about. We're talking about over 800,000 hotels and resorts all over the world. The same name brands that you're used to seeing and going to with the exact same experience, folks. It's the exact same room in the exact same place at the exact same time with the exact same pool, exact same food, exact same beach, sunlight, moonlight, moonrise, sunrise, moonlight, sunset, sunrise, folks. You know what I mean? It's the exact same thing at the exact same time. What's not the same is the price. This is really true wholesale price. So here's how it works. You go to a website and you log in, and up pops your booking engine, your very own savings portal, your booking engine, folks, that has all those places you're used to. At the top right there, see right there where it says savings? What if you secured $1,000 of savings for only $100? Think about that. 10 cents on the dollar for what you pay for what you get. Now, folks, this is fantastic because now, let me just tell you what I did. I just typed in my birthday week. I put it in a place like Cancun that we've been to many, many times, and it sure is a lot of fun. Great place to go when near your birthday. Well, I looked up that, and look what popped up. We got over to the right there. You see 4-star, 4-star, 5-star properties. You see each of these are all inclusive, meaning all you can eat for every meal, all you can drink, whatever tickles your fancy. And folks, take a look at that first one there in the middle. It says 45% savings. See, that retail markup, you're not paying that. So that came down to save you 45% of the savings. That's over $1,000 of savings for that one 5-day, 4-night getaway. See over there at the top right, it says public price. That's with the retail markup included. But look at what the savings is per night. That's per night. Look at that middle one there. That's all inclusive as well. That one's 40% savings. That's $900 and change. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it makes sense to spend $100 to save $980? I thought so. Look at the third one there, folks. Also all inclusive, and that is a 5-star, not 4-star, 5-star resort. 37% savings, folks. That's $900 and change. Let me say something to you. You spend $100 and secure $1,000 of savings. You go on that trip, 5-star vacation, folks. Let me tell you. You've got that $940. That's in your pocket, in your purse, in your wallet, in your bank account. You're there in Mexico with $900 in your pocket. Does that make sense? So it's not just exotic locations like Cancun. How about we go to Houston? What a great city. Look at here. I just typed in Houston for 4 days, 3 nights, and look what popped up. The Hyatt, the Marriott, the Intercontinental. Look at those savings. That first one is $379 saving. Can you imagine going and checking out? And they say when you go, sir, You don't have to pay the retail rate. So you're going to save $379 for staying here for 3 nights. That's what this is about, folks. What does it cost to join? Nothing. How much does it cost per month? Nothing to secure these savings. Now that $379, that comes out of that $1,000 of savings that you chose, that you selected. So that leaves you with the remaining $620 left for another vacation. But think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure you know that you get to decide how much you can save. Think about this. To save $1,000 costs you only $100, 10 cents on the dollar, folks. To save $3,000, it costs $300, and they're going to give you an extra $300 in savings just for choosing that first class package. And look at the Passport to Freedom savings package, $5,000 of savings, folks, for $500. And then they give you an extra $1,300 of savings. That's more than a Traveler's Advantage package. They give you that for free. That gives you a total of $6,300 in savings for only $500. Let me ask you a question. If you could receive $6,300 in retail products for $500, any products, would that be a good deal? Well, folks, you're receiving $6,300 in retail savings for just $500. This is powerful. So let me ask you a question. Next slide. Think about this. Does it make sense to pay a monthly fee for travel savings when you're not traveling? If you say so, raise your hand. We want to see what you look like. Think about this, folks. Doesn't it make sense to save every time you use it? Does it make sense to have your savings there waiting for you? Does it make sense you can use it over and over and over again? It's going to save over and over and over again. Does it make sense the more you use, the more you save, the more you use, the more you save? Next slide. Does it make sense? Up to 65% savings, folks. Up to 65% savings on the hotels and resorts around the world. Go back a couple slides, please. Up to 65% savings on hotel resorts around the world. We're talking about 800,000 hotels and resorts, all the places you're used to, not just this one spot or this one chain of hotels. Or no, this is not a timeshare, folks. I'm telling you, we have a lowest price difference guarantee. It's everything that you want for all the things you don't want. Now, this is where I want to stop this overview and say, if you like the information that you're seeing here and you're a VIP guest, I want you to send a text message to the person that invited you. Let them know that you like what you see and you're in, because the timing of you sending that text message could really put you in a very lucrative situation. So if you like what you see, let me tell you, send that text message. Now, everything I talked about, folks, is if you just want the savings, no strings attached, and that's encouraged. But if you think you've got friends that might like this, or you know other people that might like it too, folks, this could be a very explosive business for you, where you get checks every single week doing what you're doing right now. Think how hard the person that invited you here is working right now. That could be you. And because of that, next slide, you could be receiving 5 different streams of income, 5 different streams of income, all at the very same time. The first stream is a retail customer stream. This is where we have retail prices for retail customers, and this is what you get if you're a retail customer. Next slide. But what I'm so excited about, folks, not just the retail customer slide, it is the fast start bonus. So next slide. Let me just kind of share this with you, if you don't mind. Now, I talked about these 3 packages already once before. One was the Traveler's Advantage package. The next one was the first class package. And the third was the Passport to Freedom. Think of it as a little bit of savings, medium-sized savings, big savings, whichever one you want. So the Traveler's Advantage package only costs $100, but you get $1,000 of savings. Now, if you just point somebody there and they decide to get that, yes, they have truly cashed in, and you get $20 just to get you started. Somebody comes in at that first class package, just because they're getting $3,300 in savings, you're going to earn $100 every time that happens. The most popular package is the Passport to Freedom, folks. Just think about this. That's $6,300 in savings right there, ready when you want it. Only $500. Anytime somebody selects the most popular package with the biggest value, the most savings, you're going to earn $200 over and over every time you're first. There's no limit to how many times you can refer this to other people. Just point them to the information or whisper to them where they can go find out. Folks, whatever it is, this is, what if you had 10 people select that first class package? Well, 10 times $100 is $1,000. Would that be okay if a $1,000 check came to you? Well, how about this? What if 20 people selected that Passport to Freedom package? 20 times 200. Well, that's $4,000, folks. Think about that. You see, every time you refer this to somebody, folks, it falls in what's called your dual team structure. That's two teams. Technically, it's called a binary. Next slide. What that means is you're building two teams simultaneously in this dual team structure, also known as a binary. What that does, folks, it allows you to earn off of your efforts and the efforts of other people. This is why it's called a dual team pay. Team pay. This is important because as you refer somebody on your right and somebody on your left, you might have mentioned to somebody, check it out. When they go select one of those packages, you get that quick start bonus, but they also fall within a team structure. And as they begin to do the same, as somebody else does the same, folks, you start earning from this dual team structure, folks, all the way up to $50,000 per week. I want to say that again. Up to $50,000 a week. That's $200,000 a month just from this one stream of income. And folks, once you get good at this, the people that you mention it to, you also qualify for a check match. Think about where you work right now. When they pass out checks, do you get a check match? Are you matching anybody else's check? Matching, that means they get all of their check. And because it was you that pointed or whispered to them, well, guess what? Now you qualify to match that check. And that check match happens on both sides of that dual team, right side, left side, check match here, there, done everywhere. This is powerful. So you got the retail commission, the quick start bonus, the dual team pay, and qualifying for that check match. Folks, what else could be better than this? Well, how about you get to select from your own car program? We have a car program here. You get to select your own, either a white Tesla or a white Porsche. It's up to you which one that you want to choose. You see, Tava wants to make your payment. Is it okay if they make the car payments for you? Would that be okay if they paid you and they covered your car payment? See, I think it drives and handles, and you look a little better in it when somebody else is paying for it. Next slide. So just as you're seeing this information today, your first thing you got to do is think about which package, which savings package fits you the best. And as you're watching this, I want you to think, do I want a little bit of savings? If that's your choice, that's quite all right. What a deal, paying $100 and getting $1,000. Well, if it's that medium first class package, congratulations, you're in first class. You got extra savings on top of the already great savings. And when you want that most popular package, that Passport to Freedom, guess what, folks? Hats off to you, because that's the best value, the most savings. But it doesn't matter whichever one fits you the most. Pick whichever savings package you want. Next slide. Here's what I want you to see, folks. If you liked anything that you saw tonight, whether it's a savings for you, whether it's the income opportunity, or both, send that text to that person that invited you here. Let them know that you like what you see. You see, the one thing that I want you to do right now is realize, folks, realize that right now is an unprecedented global market shift happening right now, coming off of what we just came off of, entering into an explosive travel season. And you can position yourself at the right time. Next slide. I want you to make sure that you are maximizing this monumental moment, maximizing the moment you're seeing here. No big startup costs, no monthly fee to secure those incredible savings I've been talking about. Maximize that moment, because I really believe that freedom is an attitude. Back to you, Mr. Fleming.
Another great presentation. I tell you, I was getting excited. Bring Mr. Pruitt back up right quick. Sir, have you ever had, do you have a passport story? Because I have one I want to tell you right quick.
I had
a guy in the company, we won a trip to go to this beautiful island. I can't remember, I think it was Tahiti. It was Tahiti. And 2 days before the trip, I was talking to him and I was telling him that his friend had called me and made sure, asked me did I update my passport. I'm like, man, I then did that. What do you think I'm? And he was on the other end. He said, passport? I said, so let me tell you. Well, let's put it this way. He didn't make the trip. He did not have a passport 2 days before. He didn't even know he needed one because he had never traveled out of the country, though. I don't know. You have any passport stories?
Well, the biggest one I want to say right now, and I think it's really a clue, and that is that right now there's so many people right now applying for and renewing their passport that they've never had this many people in the history doing that right now. See, those little things, Mr. Fleming, I believe, are a clue to what's happening. But sometimes you got people that can smell out and see what's getting ready to happen and they get positioned. Then there's some people that watch other people and come and join. Then there's some people that don't know what's going on and they hear the stories and they see other people succeed. So, you know, my passport story is real simple. My kids and my wife and I have had our passports for a long, long time because we recognized very early on that there's so many different ways to make money. But no matter what different way that you use to make money, what do people look forward to all year? All year. They look forward to, from when you're in a grade school, you look forward to recess. You know, you look forward to having that break to go run around, do whatever. Well, when you become an adult, you look forward to recess too. You look forward to taking that vacation and, you know, how much vacation time do I have? And it's just important. So, yeah, we want to make money, but let me tell you something. You want to make some memories that your children will love, that you and that special person remember forever. You know, I got to tell you, we used to have a bad habit of going places and not taking a lot of pictures. Well, we fixed that. Right. Because you know, you don't want to just storm up here. You want to be able to, you know, every time I hear you talk about travel, I just look at the smile on your face, you know, about where you talk about Tahiti. I know. What place that is. Wow. Yeah. I mean, when you're on the water in Tahiti and you take a picture of that, it looks like you're floating in midair. That's how clear the water is, man. Just incredible.
You know, when we went back in the day, this was, you know, when you had this professional video guy. I had a guy travel with me, and he had the camera with us, and we took. And I came back and made sure I showed my guy all of this. He's like, man, I'm suffering over here because I didn't have my passport, but. That's great. That's great, though, man. That's what we need to talk about. That people
get your passport
right now. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Get your passport right now. Go, even if you're not ready to use it, get your passport. All right. So April 30th, Atlanta, Georgia. You gotta register. We got people, man. I don't know. We're gonna have 500 there. I promise you that. Because we're way over. I'm not even telling you the number we're over, but we got people coming from everywhere. If you hadn't registered, go to tavaevent.com. Go to tavaevent.com. It's easy to register. You just click right there for tickets. It's going to take you in your back office right there, and you just go to shop. And that's it. And you're good to go. So April 30th, we're going to see you there. And also Saturday morning, got a special training that we're going to do on Saturday morning, so we'll see you there also. So now, DJ, play my favorite song. Get your passport, too.
Come with me, with Tava, no places too far. Come with me, with Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me, with Tava, no places too far to go. New places, new faces, yeah, new zip codes. New money, NFTs and plus crypto. Only care cash no more. Digital currency on overseas, we back and forth. Round trips all aboard, baby. There's room at the top, we'll save a spot for you. Can't no one limit us, so you should come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me. With Tava, no places too far